Hello everybody, it's Mike with FerroKings. I'm not here today to dazzle you with my great guitar playing skills, but what I did want to do is take a few minutes and explain to you a little bit about our new concept of fluid sound technology and our new design called liquid pickups. Now, first and foremost, we're not suggesting that you go out and you replace the pickups in your vintage instruments. We're musicians, we have vintage instruments, we love the vintage sound. We're not suggesting that you do that. But if you're like everybody else, you probably have several guitars. So consider using this and just consider it another paint for your artist palette. So with that being said, what we've actually done is redesign the magnetic pickup so that it operates further away from the strings. In this case, it's actually below the pick guard. And we've done that so that we could insert this object called a fluid chamber in between the pickup and the strings. Now we make these fluid chambers out of different metals, different woods. So far we've experimented with brass, copper, and aluminum in different thicknesses, and woods like cedar, hickory, black walnut, American cherry wood, Brazilian cherry wood, and even bamboo. And we've basically filled these with ferro fluid. Now what ferro fluid is it was invented in the 60s by NASA, and it acts like a liquid magnet. When it gets energized by the magnetic field, all the nanoparticles of iron stand up in these little peaks, and when the string vibrates over the top of them, these peaks try to follow the string. It's sort of like a tree blowing in the wind. It's kind of cool and also very fun to play with. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to play some different fluids and chambers in the neck position and kind of give you an example of the nuances of sound that can be had. Also remember, we're in our prototype stage, not even in final prototype yet, so it will get better. And then secondly, it's very hard to do on these little small video recorders, so but we're going to try our best to get you some nuances so you can start to hear the sound with fluid sound technology. So the first one we're going to use today is brass. I'm going to stick it in the neck here, and let's fire it up and let's give it a try and see what it sounds like. That's a brass. It's going to be a little noisy because I'm just going to pop these out without changing the volume. Okay, this one's going to be a copper. Same settings. Okay, we're going to pop the copper out. We're going to swap that for one of the new cedars. Sorry, this is a cedar with a different fluid in it. Pop out the cedar, and we're going to try one more here. This is a thick aluminum, and the neck's a little loud. Here we go, thick aluminum. One thing we found is that not even changing the fluid in the chamber, if we change the shape of the chamber, we can actually get a variation in the sound as well. I'll go back in with the original brass. Then I'm going to put the same fluid and the same brass in, but with just a different chamber shape, and show you the difference. This big honker is called the ultra low profile. One thing we've noticed that if you have a 3 pickup guitar, actually what happens is your middle pickup can actually play an anchor position, and when you change the middle pickup, you can get new and magical changes in the neck and the bridge position through combining fluids and chambers in the 2 and 4 position. I'm going to play the original D brass with a thin aluminum in the mid, and then I'm going to change it out and we'll listen to the 4 position and show you the difference. Here's the 4 position with brass and thin aluminum. Now I'm going to take the thin aluminum out of the middle, and I'm going to put the copper in, and we should get just a little bit darker sound here. Can hear the nuances of difference in these and overlook my playing, and this has just been an introduction to the fluid sound technology and liquid pickups. We plan on doing more videos with better players, and we're going to showcase all of the pickups and all of the chambers. So I appreciate you watching today, and check us out in the future. Thank you very much.